Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this long-tailed Hairbow style bow for you, and this is using ruffle ribbon, and I've got a few of like these really nice autumny type shades. So they're over there. As you can see, this is normally what my desk looks like in the side for you. And with this, it is all freehand, and I have done 80 centimeters of ribbon. You could do this down to 60 or 70, depending on how long you want the tails. If you did 60, they'd be about here. So there, so like I said, you could do 60. If you did 70, they'd be about here. So you can play around with the sizing and work out what works for you. In fact, I'm actually going to do 60 for you so you can see the difference in the length as well. So just bear with me a minute. Let's start a little bit shorter. So this one is 80 centimeters. As you can see, it's very, very long. And we're going to get this really nice, like, plummy toned one. I'll put the actual colour, but like I said, this plum tone version here. And this is a Hairbow style. So the first thing that we're going to do is take the ribbon. And just so you're aware, this is referred to as ruffle ribbon. You can get some versions from Nicola's Craft Shop and a few other places. We heat crease in the centre in the blue clear bit of the flame. And this is the key bit for getting ones that are the same size all the time. So with some, I use these duck salon clips or curl clips, whatever you refer to them. From either side of the centre, you want to put your clip at 2 inches. And then move this along. Make sure it's centered. Put your clip at 2 inches again there. And then what we do is from where the clip is, you want to take your ribbon over, put it over that sort of ruffle bit, so it's just over there, because that's about 1 centimetre up. Okay. Make sure you're doing it right from where the pin or the clip is. And then you can take the clip and move it from there to here. Holding your finger there to hold that ruffle in place. Take this side and repeat the process, making sure that your triangle here is in alignment with that centre, and that your cross at the bottom here is also in alignment. So if it's not quite lined up with there, adjust it a little bit so that it all adds up. Move this clip here, and then for me, because I use the clips as hands, as extra hands, clip here to hold everything in place. And now if you look at this, when I check this, that cross is no longer a cross there. So what I'm going to do is unclip this side just a little bit, move it back up because it had slipped down just a touch while I was talking to you all. And now everything is back where it should be. And I can put my clips back in place. And as you can see now they are lined up again. Okay, so when you're certain they're lined up visually, if you're anything like me, because I do have dyspraxia and my depth perception is absolutely terrible, and if I don't do things like this, like using the clips and following measurements every single time, my bows will be completely lopsided and always sort of drift to the left. So if you have any issues like that, then wrapping this round a template as an alternative in the exact same way on a 4-inch template will give you the same look, or like I said, using the clips and the measurements every time is the best way to sort of make sure you're getting the results that you want every single time. Because like I said, if you don't, it can get a bit out of control. And like I said, you don't notice until, unless you're someone who actually notices when you do these things, sometimes you can miss it until someone else picks it up and goes, are you aware that that's how it looks? And with this one, I do 10 stitches to get 5 creases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to pull the thread all the way up. And I always double thread mine, and I always use an extra strong upholstery thread. Once you're happy you've got your stitches in, you can take your clips off now and pull everything together like this, and then you pull it round at least 1, 2, I do it about 3 times, and pull it nice and tight and do a little stitch off in the back. Just pop my thread out of the way because I won't need that now. And that is what the bow looks like at the moment. And you can cut your tails up, or in this case we've done them at an angle down to give it a little bit more of an interesting look. And then you can use this one as a guide if you ever want to know how to cut the same both sides. Just take your one you've cut and angle it the same way, and then you're always cutting the same amount off in the same angle. You're not getting like one side more than the other or anything like that. And if you're doing multiples, you can use one as like your original template. Flip the bow over a moment. This is what it looks like at the back. Take a little clip, pop that on the back. We've got some almost similar, like coordinating 9mm, because I didn't have any that was a perfect match. I have got some ruffle ribbon that matches this colour, but I didn't think it was 100% suitable for what I wanted to do because it doesn't knot very well. So that's why I've got this corresponding one instead. And we're going to take our clip open and we're going to wrap our 9mm ribbon for our centre as normal. And if you wanted to, once you've put your clip on, attach your centre round, you could leave it at this point. I'm going to show you how to add a knot centre. But like I said, if you like it with just this, then that's absolutely fine. Remember, making bows is all about making unique versions for yourself and taking what you've learned, slightly twisting things and making your own versions instead of just blindly following the tutorial and sticking it to the T and not making any changes at all. And with all of my tutorials, you'll find all of them have transferable like techniques and information about balance and making and things like that. So this is what it looks like at the moment, and then we can take the rest of the 9mm ribbon. We want to make this like fishy shape like this, and then you take the bit through the loop and make a little squared knot like this, and then I do a little bit of glue on the back there. You can use slightly less ribbon, but you just need enough so you can actually create the knot and give you enough room to be able to tie it without struggling. And then you can wrap that round, cut off your excess, make sure to heat seal all of your ends in the blue clear bit of the flame. There you go. And if you wanted to add a name, I have this one, which is for Isla, and I've also got her sister, which is Amy. So this is just a standard transfer. If you search name transfers and things like that, you can find them from most places. Eliza Henry has some, Tracy at Simply Bow Beautiful does some, who else does some? Louise does some, I believe, at Rainbow Craft Supplies, and there's a few others that do the name transfers in different sizes, different colours and different font styles. So this is heat transfer tray that looks like this, and I'm going to put that over my name. I'm going to work out where I want my name placement. So I want the Isla to fall in the ruffle section, so I'm going to put that there. Then this is a little Teflon sheet, and I have my hair straighteners that I use now entirely for this, for everyone. They are like 20 years old. Not telling me my age in comparison to that, but like I said, half my lifetime I've had these. Got to admire their quality. Don't build them like they used to anymore. And then what I'm going to do is go lightly over first, and then I'm going to take it and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to take that off and give it like 10 seconds off, and then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'll just go like that. Never heat them more than sort of 10 seconds at a time, and never do them more than sort of 20 seconds overall, otherwise you can start melting the actual transfers and the names. Give it a second to cool down. And there we go. We've got a super cute, equally pretty, long tails and long tails. And like I said, this is 80. This is 60. You could even play around with 70 and get halfway in between. And you can do your tails cut this way. You can do them down, you can curve them, and again they will give you all different looks. If you use standard gross grain ribbon, you get another look to the style. If you use like moon edge stitched or saddle stitch versions, give you completely different looks to these every single time. But this is what a long-tailed chair bow looks like in the ruffle fabric. Thanks for watching, bye!